Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth. Come on. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Yeah. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Most feds in the state wanna see by me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got it, but shouted he not out. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now, don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, get before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall in the shack now. Still push a button and let the roof on the lag down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All my hot girls yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front to back, they yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
It's week 2 of the National Football League, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Bengals and the Chiefs, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 25.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Well, the Chiefs offense going to make their way out, and at the helm, a now 3-time Super Bowl MVP in his 8th season in the NFL, it's Patrick Mahomes.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Mahomes not wasting time. He'll throw. Throw over the middle, caught by the tight end Gray. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down. In motion, the tight end Kelsey. Throwing now is Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Mahomes now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. The numbers on the ground for Pacheco last week. 14 carries, 52 yards, and a touchdown.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already, I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 14. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Yellow.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Able to find Gray here. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Now it's Mahomes again. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it culminates in a Travis Kelsey touchdown. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And the Bengals make their way out on offense for the first time, led by their 5th-year quarterback out of LSU, Joe Burrow.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They'll roll him out right. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Chase came into the league with some lofty expectations, and he somehow surpassed those through the first 3 years of his career. He's a perennial 1,000-yard receiver. He's a guy they got to find a way to get the ball to in all situations. And he's one of the main reasons why the Bengals offense is consistently among the league's best.
Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. That's complete to the tight end Sample. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The catch and run good for 18 and a 1st down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Mike Gesicki. 29 yards, and the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Evan McPherson for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it all concluded with a touchdown pass to the tight end, Mike Gesicki. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Set to take over, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. The returns on the last drive, pretty good. 7 for 7, touchdown pass. Probably take that, right?
I would say so. I mean, when you're cutting them apart that way, feeling so accurate, so confident going downfield, and then able to culminate by putting it in the end zone, oh, yeah, he's feeling real good right now.
Now he'll try to carry that over to this drive. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. In motion, the tight end. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 36. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
That one caught by Rice. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 22-yard line. In motion, the tight end, Kelce. Now here's Mahomes. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I believe I can see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
It's Kelce on the ground. A gain of 8 there on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now Mahomes. And it'll be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal and you throw the pick, not good at all.
On 1, ready?
The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get 1 play before the 2-minute warning. Here's Burrow. Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They go play action with Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Burrow. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they go play action now. Burrow. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Here we go.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Got a man open. It's Chase. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow will throw. This one hauled in by Sample. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll move the chains.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Able to find Higgins. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here we go, here we go.
Again, it's Burrow. And that one and a loose football. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Burrow on play action. And he's got it. Touchdown. Mike Gesicki with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bengals will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
McPherson now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it all concluded with a touchdown pass to the tight end, Mike Gesicki. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this 1st half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. 35 seconds, all that remains in the 1st half as they come up on 1st down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to find his tight end, Gray, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Mahomes now to throw. He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Here's Mahomes to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
A 35-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we reach halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. More from you and Charles in a bit. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here in the late window. We'll get started out in Denver, and they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, we head south to Texas to check on the Cowboys at home at AT&T Stadium. And they were winners in that ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. Dak Prescott, 2 touchdown passes as his guys make amends for the setback in Week 1. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville, see what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And they were winners in that ball game over the visiting Cleveland Browns. Travis Etienne, a touchdown run in the victory. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward. The final adjustments taking place here for both of these squads. They're about ready for the second half in Kansas City. And for the call, we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Bengals offense and Joe Burrow getting set for this next drive. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Bengals drive about to get going. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
That's complete to the tight end Sample. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
We just saw the dilemma for every coach. He wanted to fight for the extra yardage, but somehow continue to cover the football. Oftentimes when you fight that hard, the ball becomes exposed.
Defensively, it's obvious they're trying to be more aggressive. First tackle a little too aggressive. Second one, though, they strip it loose. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down.
Yellow. Right side.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
Gets this into the hands of Gray, the tight end. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
At the 34-yard line.
A handoff now for Pacheco. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
I down these two. I down these two.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Throwing now is Mahomes. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Well, they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Charles, we get a look at the draft class here for this team. What do you think?
Well, I think for the most part, I do like what they did because, to me, they got some solid players in the early rounds. And then if I'm correct in my evaluation, they got some great value in the later rounds as well.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Able to find Gray here. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
And again, it's Mahomes. Throw left side, completion to Rice. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Bengals' 6-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw. This is caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Chiefs have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 17-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
Got.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it and helped pop that ball free.
This pass complete to Higgins. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. 3rd and 2. And Burrow going to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though,
this is caught inside the 15. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Bengals answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. So he stopped for no gain. And it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now Mahomes. And this pass caught by Gray. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Here's Burrow. This one hauled in by Sample. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Here we go.
Burrow will throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Moss on the give up the middle. And he will be stopped here for no gain, and then it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They're passing here. Joe Burrow able to find the open man. That's complete. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have a Bengals first down, and it's celebration time on that sideline, and they've earned it.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. Out to the left, he's got Sample there. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Here we go.
Throwing now is Joe Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Gun.
Here we go with Burrow. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Offense.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Play action. It's Burrow. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Burrow on play action. Hard throw, incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down 24-17. A little under 50 seconds to go.
Yellow.
They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. Mahomes.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
That ball caught. It's Rice. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Mahomes. This will be caught by Brown. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Here's 2nd and a yard. Mahomes. That's laid out deep for Rice. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for the Bengals, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, They'll drop to 0-2, and they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks